All right. Hello. Hello. I'm in Prospect Park and gonna film this flow that I was teaching this past week. And I haven't really recorded a yoga video in a while to add to the library, but I really liked this sequence. And so I thought it would be a good one to kind of save in time. So it's going to be um, a lot of hip stuff. We're going to be doing some kind of funky stuff. So I will be demoing the whole time. If you get a little bit lost left and right, don't worry. Uh, and just try to have fun with it, right? We can modify and adjust anything that we need to. And we're actually going to start this one standing. So you can come to the top of your mat and just find your way into Tadasana. And I like to take just a little bit of a shifting around in the feet here, getting started and starting to find that kind of center of balance. You might take a little shake out of the shoulders, loosen the jaw a little bit, and eventually land yourself in your Tadasana. Let your eyes slip shut. We'll just take a big breath in and a big exhale, and another big breath in, big exhale out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. And let the lips close, breathing through the nose. And again, just bringing some awareness to your feet, really feeling them evenly ground through the soles of the feet. Feeling yourself root down, almost like you can imagine roots sprouting out of the bottoms of your feet, reaching through the floor, reaching towards the earth. And then feeling the crown of your head lifting at the same time, feeling that energy kind of burst up through the floor, up through the center of your body, reaching your crown up towards the sky and feeling yourself kind of connected between the two spaces, between the earth and the sky, sort of held in space, allowing yourself to be held in that space. We'll go ahead and bring one hand gently over your heart, one hand gently over your belly. Tapping into yourself, noticing how you meet yourself in your practice today. Noticing how it feels to literally stand on your own 2 feet. If there's any intention that comes to mind, you can take this moment to set it in. And we'll take one more big breath in. Big breath out. With your next inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. You can keep the eyes closed or you can flutter them open at the top, reaching up high. As you exhale, fold all the way down over your legs. Using your inhale, find your halfway lift, pressing fingertips to your shins, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, we'll come back into our fold. We're going to hang here for a little bit, so if you want to grab for your opposite elbows, soften your knees, let your head hang heavy, shake it out, maybe take a couple big exhales or flutters through the lips. Take about one more breath. Then go ahead and release your hands. Keep your knees bent. Keep your head heavy. Push the ground down as you roll yourself up. I want you to feel your belly draw in as your tailbone drops behind you. You can take a nice roll of the shoulders up at the top and land yourself back in your Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Reach for the sky. This time as you exhale, fold over, sweep your hands behind you and interlace your fingers behind your back. We'll take an inhale, press the heels of the hands together as you reach your heart forwards. And exhale, folding down. Again, knees are soft, head is heavy. Try to keep the palms pressing. And again, you can take a little movement here, shake out the head, look side to side. Try to unclench your toes, keeping the feet evenly grounded. Take about one more breath. We'll bring that fist to your low back first and then drop your fingertips down in front. Soft knees, heavy head, roll it up slowly. Take your time, pressing the ground down, rolling the shoulders up at the top, coming back again to your Tadasana. One more time, inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down to empty. Inhale, find that halfway lift, lengthen it out, and exhale to fold. This time we'll inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. We're going to catch the right wrist with the left hand. Press into your feet and lift yourself up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, give that hand a little tug over to the left. Your hips can move a little to the right. Keep pressing into your feet and draw the belly in, dropping the tail. So notice here if you add a little bit of a back bend and think about pointing your tailbone down. Pressing into the feet, the legs are firm. Nice big stretch on the side of the body. Take about one more breath. Using an inhale, press into the feet to reach back up. We'll switch the grip, take another sip of air to get a little longer, and then exhale, tip it over other side. Same things here. Legs are firm, belly drawing in. Think about moving that bottom armpit, so that'll be your right armpit, a little bit forwards. Stretching for one more breath. And then press the feet down. Inhale to reach back up, look up. Exhale, fold all the way down, let it go. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhaling to fold, we'll step both feet back, come into a plank pose. Spread the fingers, press the fingertips down, really push the ground away here. Same as when we were standing, draw the belly in, take that little back bend out of the low back. Firm up the legs, lengthen from heels to head, take about one more inhale. And we're going to shift forwards as you exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes and lift your chest, baby cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Tap the butt to your heels. Knees can come nice and wide here. You can take a little shimmy of the hips, maybe rock of the head. Settle it in, loosen the jaw again. And then lifting your head just a little bit off of the mat, we'll slide the right arm underneath the left, coming into a thread of the needle. Bring your right ear down. So your knees are going to need to be pretty wide here so that your shoulder and your upper body can fall between them. Take a couple big breaths into that right shoulder blade. One more. Use an inhale to slide that right arm back out in front of you. And then exhale the left arm under the right side. Again, really big breaths into the back of the body. One more. Using an inhale, slide that left arm out in front. We'll exhale, heavy back down into your child's pose. Let your arms stretch out really, really far as your sit bones continue to reach down and back. We'll spread the fingers, ground your fingertips. Inhale to pull through a tabletop. And exhale, tuck your toes, scoop your belly up, downward facing dog. You can take a little bit of movement here, shake it out. Shimmy side to side. And then grounding well through both hands, let's sweep that right leg up and back behind you. With an exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. You can take a little bit of movement here, circling around through the hip or the ankle. And then inhale, straighten that leg. Square the hip, which means your toes point down. Press back through that heel. With your exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, press the leg back, hip staying square. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Inhale, press the leg back. One more time. We'll exhale, knee to nose. Keep pushing the ground down and then step your foot between your hands. Find that lunge. We'll come up onto fingertips here. If you have blocks, great place to use them underneath the hands. Pressing back through the left heel, lengthening through the chest, soften the jaw. Take about one more breath, really grounding into your feet. We're going to inhale and rise up, finding a high lunge. Now here you might give yourself a little self-adjust, checking in that the hips are square. You might need to pull the right hip back and draw that belly in. We're going to add some movement here, so make sure you're nice and steady in your legs. If you want to widen your feet, go ahead. Taking an inhale, open your arms and open your chest, looking up. As you exhale, pull your hands together, round your spine, and bend your back knee. Inhale, open it up, finding like a cow spine here. And exhale, curling and bend that knee around like a cat spine. One more time as you open, straighten the back leg. And exhale to curl it in. Inhale to open yourself up again. This time, exhale, bringing hands together in front of your heart. Use the inhale to lift your chest just a little bit taller. Exhale, supported warrior three, fingertips coming down in front of you, left leg floating up behind you. So again, fingertips or blocks here. Pressing back through the left heel. Looking back, your left toes are pointing down towards your mat. Pressing the right foot down, feel a little lift out of the right leg. And then lift your chest, looking a little bit in front of your mat. Keep your left fingertips down. Bring your right hand into your right hip crease and use that thumb to just gently press your right hip back again. Take about one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, bring everything down. You can shake it out a little bit here. With an inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthening out. Exhaling, fold, and once again, we'll step back into a plank. Finding that solid plank piece, we'll shift forwards, and it's your choice. You can lower all the way or halfway, chaturanga. Untucking your toes, lift your chest for either your baby cobra or your upward facing dog. Exhale, use your belly to scoop your hips up to downward facing dog. Grounding well through your hands. Again, just notice side to side in the body. We'll inhale the left leg up. Exhale to bend the knee, open the hip. Take some movement here if you like. Use an inhale, straighten that leg, square it off, toes pointing down, reach through the heel. Exhale, pull the knee in towards your nose. Inhale, press it back, nice and strong. Exhale, squeeze it in a little tighter. Inhale, press it back. One more time, knee comes to nose, make some space and step that foot between your hands. Come onto your fingertips or your blocks. A couple of breaths here, just finding that length in your lunge. Press back through the right heel. Move your heart forward, shoulders are down your back. Start to ground into your feet. And with an inhale, press down to rise up. Find your high lunge. Using the exhale to settle. Again, if you need a little self-adjusting, go ahead. Try to unclench your left toes. With an inhale, open your arms, open your chest. Exhale, curl in and bend your back knee. Inhale, open it up nice and big. Exhale like you're hugging a big beach ball. One more time, opening up and curling it in. Inhale, open, straighten that back leg. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to lift your chest taller. Exhale, supported warrior three, fingertips come down, right leg floats behind. Again, squaring the hips, so notice if you're leaning to the left, press the left foot down, roll some weight to the outer right side of your right hip, and then glancing back, right toes are pointing down. Grounding into your right fingertips, we'll bring the left thumb into the left hip crease and just give it a gentle push back. Take about one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let everything go. Shake it out. Here we'll take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. With your inhale, sweep your arms up, come to stand. And exhale, hands down through your heart center by your sides for Tadasana. All right. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale to fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen, prepare. And then this time you can either step, or if you're jumping, you're going to jump right to bent elbows and come through your flow. That can be any variation of flow that you want to take. We'll meet back in our down dog. With an inhale, sweep the right leg up and back. Exhale, pull the knee to the nose, stepping your foot between your hands. Find your lunge. Grounding well into your feet, inhale to rise up, find your high lunge. This time as we exhale, we're going to turn to the right, opening the arms so your right hand reaches back, your left fingertips reach forwards. Keep drawing the belly in here. Use your belly to twist, so the twist comes from above your waist, not by moving your hips. Still lifting up through the crown of the head, take another inhale. With your exhale, we'll tip it back, right hand to your left thigh, left fingertips up to the sky. Think about pressing your left hip bone forwards as you reach your left hand back. Take about one more big breath in, stretch. Exhale, windmill yourself around, warrior two. Flatten that back foot. Adjust your feet a little bit so you're standing on one line. Bending deep into that right knee. Let your right knee point straight ahead. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. Again, grounding well into both feet. With an inhale, hands press over your head. Straighten the right leg and turn your left toes a little bit to the back of your mat. We're going to bend just your left knee and flex your right foot off of the mat for a high skandasana. Pull your belly into your low back, send your chest forward, send your sit bones back. Breathe. Both legs are strong. One more breath. Press the ground down. Inhale to rise back up through center. Exhale, warrior two, pivoting your back foot again. From here, we'll inhale to reverse your warrior. Stretch that right arm back. And exhale to windmill, both hands down, coming into a low lunge. Plant your left palm, reach your right hand up, coming into your low lunge twist. Send that right hip a little bit back and in. We'll ground that left palm really well. We're going to drop the left heel to the mat and wiggle your right toes down the right side of your mat. I'm going to flip around just so you can see me. So we're in a supported side plank. Your right toes and your right knee pointing to the right, pressing down into that left hand, lifting out of the left shoulder. Take about one more big breath in. Exhale to a plank, drop the right hand, and step the right foot back. Here you can take a flow, or you can always skip it. Great place to move through a child's pose. We'll meet in down dog. Other side, just like that. Let's inhale the left leg straight up and back. Exhale, pull it through and gently step between your hands. Root to rise, coming into your high lunge on the inhale. And then this time we'll exhale, turning to the left. Open the arms wide. Left fingertips moving back, right fingertips moving forwards. Draw the belly in. Try to keep the left knee over the left ankle. Opening across the chest. Take about one more inhale. Exhale to tip it back. Right arm goes to the sky. Left hand finds your right thigh. Stretching that right seam of your body. Breathe. Grounding well through your feet. Take one more big inhale to stretch. Exhale, windmill around, warrior two. Take a moment to settle in here. Adjust your feet how you need. Sitting nice and deep into your hips. With your inhale, hands up over your head, straighten that left leg. Turn your right toes a little bit to the back, bending just the right knee, flex your left foot, high skandasana. Wrap your belly muscles in, send your heart forward, shoulders down the back. Breathe. Take about one more breath. Pressing down, inhale to rise up. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale to reverse that warrior, left arm goes up. Exhale, windmill down, coming into your low lunge. We'll keep the right hand down, reach the left arm up, coming into your twist. Stay there. I'm just going to switch again. Grounding well through your right palm. Spread those fingers. We'll drop the right heel down to the right and wiggle the left foot about halfway down the mat. So your knee is just in front of your hip. Use your fingertips here to take it out of the wrist. Lift out of your shoulder. Reach for the sky. Take about one more big breath in. Exhale to plank pose. Plant the hands, step back. Again, your choice. You can take a flow or you can skip it. And we'll meet back in down dog. Shake it out a little bit here at the top. We'll bring big toes together, lifting your heels. Bend your knees, look forwards, and you can step, walk, or hop. Come to the top. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And exhale, hands down by your sides. Tadasana. Taking a breath. All right, that's our flow. We're going to add on to that as we go. Let's inhale, sweep the arms high, and exhale to fold down to empty. Inhale, prepare, lengthen. As you exhale, you can step, or you can jump right to bent elbows and take your version of a flow. So you can always tap the knees down, come all the way to the mat, take your back bend, and we'll meet in down dog. Grounding well through your fingertips. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it all the way through. Ground down, rise up, high lunge. With an exhale, turn to your right, open the arms. Stay for the inhale, lift your crown. Exhale, right hand to your left thigh, left hand up. Take a big inhale here. Exhale to windmill over into your warrior two. Inhale, hands come up, right leg straightens, left toes turn to the back. Exhale, bend just your left knee, high skandasana, flex your right foot. Inhale, press down to rise back up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. We're going to add on here. Inhale, make it a high lunge. Lift your back heel, sweep your arms up over your head. Take a moment here, square your hips. We're going to prayer the hands together and then drop that prayer behind your head so your thumbs kind of hook underneath your skull. Lean your head back and lift your elbows. Think about squeezing your elbows together. Try to keep your ribs knit together in front, your hips square, your legs are strong. Take about one more big breath in, and exhale, release your hands down, low lunge. Plant your left palm, reach your right hand up, or come right into our supported side plank. Option to keep it supported, or step the right foot all the way back for a full side plank. Take one big inhale to bump your hips higher. Exhale, return to your plank. Go ahead, take your flow or skip it. We'll meet back in down dog. Other side, just like that. Let's inhale the left leg high. Exhale to step it through. Inhale to rise up, high lunge. Exhale, turn to your left, open those arms up. Stay for the inhale, lift a little taller. Exhale, tip that back, right hand up. Big inhale here to stretch. Exhale, windmill around, warrior two. Inhale, rise up through center, turn your right toes a little to the back. Exhale, right knee bends, high skandasana. Inhale to burst it back up through center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high lunge, lift your back heel, sweep your arms up. Exhale, drop your prayer behind your head. Lift your head, lean back, squeeze your elbows up and in. Take about one more breath, lifting those elbows up, up, up. Exhale, release your fingertips all the way down in front. Plant that right palm really well, reach your left hand up, and flip it into your side plank. Again, you can wiggle that foot down, or you can step it all the way back. We'll take a big inhale, lifting everything up. Exhale to return to your plank. Take your flow, or skip it. Full breath here at the top. Let's dive right into our next round. Let's inhale the right leg up. Exhale to step it through. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Exhale, turn to your right, open it up. Stay for the inhale, lifting. And exhale, tip that back, right hand down, left hand up. Let's add on here. Take a big inhale to stretch high. As you exhale, left fingertips down in front of your right toes. Great place if you have a block. We're going to float the left leg up behind and reach the right arm up to the sky. You're in a twisted half moon shape. You're turning your chest to the right. You're still pressing back through the left heel, so that limb, that leg is engaged. Breathing, breathing wide across the chest. Take about one more big inhale. As you exhale, you can drop your right fingertips down. We're going to tuck the left knee down behind the right heel and come to sit on the mat. Notice here your right ankle connected to your left knee. We'll keep it like that as we fall right onto our backs. Wrapping your fingers around your left thigh. You can take a little rock of the legs as you move into this figure four stretch. Take about one more breath. We're going to see if we can keep this connection of the ankle to the knee and take a little rock coming forwards. Let your left knee drop to the center so your right foot is stepped right outside that left knee. Make sure both of your sit bones are down. If your right butt cheek is lifted, just go ahead and extend your bottom leg forwards. We'll inhale to lift up tall, and then exhale, turn to your right. You can either wrap the left arm around the knee, or you can hook the left elbow outside the knee. The right fingertips serve as just a gentle reminder to lift up taller. We're not dumping too much weight into that hand. Pull the belly in to twist a little bit deeper. Take one more breath. Let your gaze turn forwards. Let your spine follow it. We'll take a quick turn to the left, and then back to center. If that bottom leg is straight, go ahead and re-bend it. All right, we're going to get a little bit of a rock going, pressing the weight into that right foot. Right fingertips reach out in front of you. Kick the left leg back, left arm up, coming into a regular half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Pressing back through the left foot, pressing down through the right, reaching across the chest with both arms. Take about one more big breath in. Exhale, gently landing in your warrior two. Nice. Inhale, come up through center, turn the left toes to the back. Exhale, Skandasana, flex your right toes, bend your left knee. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to high lunge, arms up, left heel lifts. Exhale, prayer drops behind your head. Using the inhale here to lift your elbows, lean back. This time, as you exhale, pull your left knee to your chest and bring your prayer to meet it. Take a moment, find your engagement in your belly, find your balance. We're going to move into a half lotus tree pose. You're going to grab your left foot and bring the pinky toe edge of your left foot into your right hip crease. And then think about dropping that left knee down as much as it can comfortably go, pointing it towards the ground. You might need to keep one hand on the foot. You can bring the other hand to your heart. If it feels steady, you can bring both. Notice again if you've added that little bit of a back bend and try to pull the belly in, drop the tail. Take a couple of breaths here. Loosening the jaw. About one more breath. We're going to pull that left knee back up towards the chest with an inhale. We're going to pass our way through a warrior three. Kick the leg back, moving with control, landing in a low lunge, fingertips down. The left hand stays, the right hand lifts, side plank of your choice. Take a big inhale to lift everything up. Exhale to come back to plank. And again, your flow, or skip it, coming back to down dog, however you want to get there. Shake it out a little bit, and we'll take that on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it all the way through. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, turn to your left, open. Inhale to tip that back. Exhale, right fingertips come down to the mat in front of your left toes. Your right leg floats, twisted half moon. Left arm is reaching up. Left arm is encouraging your chest to turn to the left. Can you tuck your right ribs underneath your left ribs? Keep pressing back through that right foot, nice and long through the crown of the head to the heel. Take about one more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly come down to the mat. The right knee lands behind the left heel. Drop your butt down. Finding that connection, left ankle to right knee. Tip yourself all the way back. Wrap your fingers around the right thigh. Can take a little bit of movement here, side to side. A couple of big exhales. And about one more breath. We're going to keep that connection, ankle to knee. Get a little rock coming forwards. Drop the right knee down to center so you can step the left foot outside that knee. And again, if you need to, you'll straighten that bottom leg. We'll inhale to sit nice and tall, and then exhale, twisting. You can either hug the knee or hook the elbow, turning to your left. Left fingertips, just a little reminder to lift your spine up a little bit taller. Belly is in. Let that left collarbone really steer you to the back. Take one more breath. Let your gaze turn forwards. Let your spine follow it. We'll take a quick turn to the right. And then back to center. We're going to shift the weight into the left foot, so you might get a little rock going. Let your left fingertips reach down. Right leg and right arm open you up to the right, half moon. Reaching in all directions, getting as big as you can, minding all sides of your neck. Take about one more big inhale to stretch bigger. Exhale to gently land, warrior two. Inhale, fly up through center, turn the right toes a little to the back. Exhale, right knee bends, left foot flexes. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, make it a high lunge. Lift the back heel. Exhale, hands behind your head, prayer. Inhale, lift your elbows, lean back. Exhale, one-legged mountain pose. Pull the right knee up to your chest. Whoop. Hands come to your heart. When you're ready, grab that foot, tuck it into the hip crease for your Bikram tree pose. Drop the right knee down. Notice here, again, if this causes your tailbone to kind of pick up and point it down, belly is in. Maybe one hand or both hands to your heart. Breathe. Shoulders down, face is soft. Take about one more breath. With an inhale, one-legged mountain pose, that right knee lifts. Exhale, hinge back slowly, passing through warrior three and landing in your low lunge. Plant that right palm well, find your way into your side plank, your choice. Take a big inhale. Exhale to plank and take your choice of a flow. Shake it out a little bit at the top. We're going to take that one more time on either side with just a couple little things to add on. And that'll be our final time through the sequence. Let's inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step all the way through. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, nice and strong. Exhale, turn to your right, open up. Take the inhale here, lift your chest. Exhale to tip that back. Big inhale, stretch high. Exhale, twisted half moon, left fingertips coming down, left leg floating back. The right arm lifts. Option to add on here, we'll bend the left leg and reach the right hand back. See if you can grab that foot. And then once you found it, make the body big again. Can you press the foot into the hand? Can you stay lifted out of the right hip, opening across the chest? Take about one more breath. We're going to exhale, drop the left knee down to the mat and come to your figure four. We're going to come onto the sit bones. And this time we're going to come into a figure four boat pose, floating your left heel off of the mat and pulling that right shin in towards your chest. Lift through your chest like there's a little string, plucking your heart up towards the sky. Breathe. One more breath. You got it. As you exhale, let your left shin cross parallel to the top of your mat and let your right shin land right on top, coming into our double pigeon pose. Right shin on top of left shin. Take an inhale here, lifting up tall, and exhale to just drape yourself forwards. Full breath in. Full breath out. Slowly pick yourself back up into a seat. Step that right foot to the center of your mat. Again, we're going to rock our weight forwards into a half moon. Right fingertips come down, left arm reaches up. Another option here, you can stay as you are, or you can bend the left leg and reach with the left hand this time, grabbing that foot. And then think about pressing your hips a little bit forwards to get into that quad and that hip flexor. Take about one more breath. You got it. If you have the foot, really gently release, and we'll land in a warrior two. Yeah. Inhale, hands up. Left toes turn. Exhale, high skandasana. Flex your right foot. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high lunge, arms up. Exhale, prayer behind your head. Inhale, lift your elbows, lean back. Exhale, one-legged mountain pose. Left knee comes up. One more time, we'll take our half lotus tree pose. Get your left foot into your right hip crease. Maybe one or both hands to your heart. Option to stay here, or if you want to play with a toe stand today, you're going to start to bend your right leg, coming all the way down. Maybe you can do this without hands. I certainly can't. So you can drop your fingertips and you're going to lift the right heel so that you're sitting on your right heel. So it's really a toe stand. And then maybe you can lift your hands back up. Again, I can't. So up to you, but try to lift your chest. So even if you need your fingertips down, you're still lifting. You're not rounding over your knees. Take about one more breath wherever you are. If you're on your foot, start to press yourself back up. Try to keep the tree position. Whoop, we'll come back into our tree. And then one-legged mountain pose, left knee lifts. Exhale, warrior three. We'll pause here this time. Take an inhale to lift and lengthen the whole body. Exhale, elevator down into your lunge. Plant the left palm. Kick the right foot back, coming through your side plank. You can stay here, or step the right foot behind you and flip it over into a wild thing. Take a big inhale to lift your hips and reach really long through your right arm. Exhale, we'll come back. Three-legged dog, right leg stays lifted. From here, you can take a one-legged or a regular flow or no flow, and we'll meet back in our down dog. We've got just one more side like that. Let's take a little breather at the top. Here we go, almost done. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it all the way through. Ground down, rise up nice and strong, high lunge. Open to the left. Inhale, tip it back. Inhale here, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes down, right leg floats up. Twisted half moon. Take a moment, find the shape, and then if you want to add on, you can bend the right leg. See if you can grab that foot with your left hand and then kick into it. Where can you find more lift and more space in the body, even all tangled up? About one more breath. We're going to gently slide that right knee down behind your left heel, coming onto your sit bones, and then pulling the right knee into the chest, coming into your figure four boat pose. Draw that belly in, lift your spine, try to flatten your back as much as you can. This is hard, I know. We're breathing. Last little push here. Take one more inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, double pigeon. Cross that right shin over. Stack your left shin on top of it this time. Wiggle your sit bones down. Take an inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Find a little softness. Let the breath slow down a little bit here. Whew. All right, let's take one more full breath. Here we go. Home stretch. We're going to lift back up into a seat. Step that left foot to the center of your mat. Get a little momentum. Rock your weight into the left foot. Kick the right leg back. Reach the right arm up. Half moon. Option to stay or bend the right leg. Grab that foot and open it up. Try to drop the right knee so it's about level with your right hip. And open up that front hip flexor. Still minding the rest of the body as well. Take about one more breath. Gently release the leg, landing in warrior two. Inhale, fly up to center, turn the right toes to the back. Last time, high skandasana, bend that right knee nice and deep. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale, prayer behind your head. Inhale, lift your elbows, lean back. Exhale, one-legged mountain pose, right knee lifts. Last time, tree pose, pull that foot into the hip crease, drop the knee. Staying here in your tree, or if you want to play with that toe stand, you'll start to float your way down. You can drop your fingertips when you need to and lift your left heel so you're sitting on that foot. And then just play. Maybe you can lift one hand up to your heart. Ground through those toes. Maybe you can lift the other hand up. Nope, not happening for me today. All right, when you're ready, take your time pressing your way back up, coming into your tree. Whoop. And one-legged mountain pose, right knee lifts. Passing through warrior three, we'll pause here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, landing in a low lunge, nice and slow. Right palm plants, left hand lifts, side plank, left foot goes back, or lift that foot separate behind you, press your hips up, wild thing. Reach, 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 lifting out of that right shoulder. We'll flip it back through a three-legged dog, left leg high, and come forwards. One-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga, 2 feet to the mat for your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Woo, full breath in, and a full breath out. One more breath, you got it. Gently tap your knees down to the mat. Hips to heels. You can sweep your arms by your sides if you like. Rest it down into a child's pose. From here, you can slide fingertips under your shoulders, roll yourself up into a seat, and then sweep your feet just out in front of you, however you want to get there. We're going to come into a Tadasana. So it's kind of like butterfly, but your heels are going to be a little further away from your hips. So you're making more of a diamond than a triangle. It's a great place to maybe sit up on a blanket if you feel like you're falling or rounding back. Ground those sit bones, sit up nice and tall, take an inhale. As you exhale, think about really reaching your heart towards your toes, lengthening through the spine. Arms don't have to do a lot of work here. Let the jaw and the tongue just kind of hang loose. Maybe wiggle it out a little bit. Breathe. Take about one more breath. And slowly start to pick yourself back up into a seat. You can use your hands to close your knees up. We'll wiggle up to the top of the mat. Grounding well through your sit bones, lifting up tall, reach your fingertips forwards, draw that belly in, and slowly roll yourself down. Breathing. One little bone at a time, hitting the mat. Unraveling the spine all the way down. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. You can take a little movement here, side to side, roll the knees to different sides. All right, we got one more kind of confusing left and right funky hip stretch to do. So stay with me, a couple more minutes. We've got the right knee. We're going to wrap fingers around just the right knee and plant your left foot flat onto the mat so your knee is still bent. And then we're going to slide that left heel over towards your right hip and let your left knee drop down onto the mat so it's kind of pointing straight down the length of your mat. From here, use your left hand to grab the pinky toe side of your right foot so that shin crosses your body almost like a pigeon or a figure four shape. And then use your right hand to grab your left foot behind your right hip. So you're in this, I call this the can opener. I don't know what it's really called. Keep dropping that left knee down as you lift your right shin up. And you can kind of play with this, how it feels right for your body to maybe add a little bit of movement or play with the leg separating a little bit deeper. About one more breath. All right, from here, we're going to keep the right hand on the left foot. That stays. With your left hand, I want you to flip that grip so you're holding onto the right big toe. And then kick that leg over to the left. We're coming into our spinal twist. So you might shimmy the left hip a little bit underneath your body. And you can really straighten out that leg, or if that feels like a little too much, you can keep it bent. Think about dropping your right shoulder down to the mat, and you might even look to the right. Maybe send just a little bit of energy out through the right heel to get a deeper stretch in that leg. All twisted up. Take another full breath here. And then take your time to slowly come back to center. Bring your hips to the middle of the mat. Give your knees a squeeze. Shake that out. We'll take that on the other side. Wrapping fingers around the left shin. Step the right foot flat onto the mat. Slide your right heel over to the left, dropping the right knee down to the center of your mat just as much as you can. Right hand grabs for the left pinky toe side. Cross that shin over your, well, not really over your chest, probably over your belly. Left hand is going to grab for your right big toe or right foot somehow. And you're in your can opener. Go ahead and maybe play with floating the legs further apart. Maybe a little bit of movement, like you're cradling a baby. Give it a little rock. one more full breath. When you're ready, you'll flip your grip with your right hand, grabbing onto that left big toe. And then go ahead and send your left foot to the right. Shimmy that right hip a little bit more underneath your body, coming into your twist. Drop the left shoulder down, maybe looking over to your left. And again, it's option to straighten the left leg, keep it a little bit bent. You can also release the grip if you just want to kind of soften into the twist, wherever you want to go. Take a couple breaths. One more. Take your time. Float it back up to center. Then we'll pull the knees into the chest. Shake it out a little bit. When you're ready, slide your arms between your knees, grabbing for your feet or your ankles for happy baby. Flexing your feet up towards the sky. Think about dropping your tailbone onto the mat. Slightly tuck your chin so the back of your neck is long. Here you can play with straightening one leg at a time if you want. Just kind of rock it out a little side to side. Maybe wiggle the jaw one more time. We'll start to pull the knees back in to center. Give them a squeeze. Lift your nose to your knees, coming into a tight little ball. Inhale. Exhale for Shavasana. You can extend your legs out long. If it would feel nice, you can let your knees fall open into a butterfly, or you can also let your knees fall together into a constructive rest. So I want you to take whatever kind of rest feels best for you today. Let your eyes close. Let the weight of your body release down into the earth. Notice if your shoulders have crept up into your ears and just slide them a little bit down. Let the breath find its own rhythm, releasing any control. Notice if the breath seems to get a little bit stuck anywhere in the body, and just see if you can release any gripping and really let it flow easily, all that energy moving around the body. Let's start to slowly deepen the breath. Really gently bringing your awareness back to your physical body, feeling yourself here on the mat. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes, stretch your arms, wiggle around through the whole body. And when you're ready, we'll step feet flat to the mat, rolling over to either side, coming into a fetal position. And letting the eyes stay closed, slowly press yourself up, coming into a seat. Feel your sit bones ground, lifting tall, roll the shoulders down the back, bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Taking a moment to check back in, coming back to your intention, noticing your breath. Thanking yourself for this time, this practice. We'll take a big breath in, open the mouth, and let it go. I thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. As always, let me know if you have any questions. You can send me a message via email or DM on Instagram. I think you can even comment on this video if you have any questions or feedback specifically about the funky stuff that we did today. So thank you for being here, and continuing to practice for yourself and continuing to stay connected to me. I really appreciate it.